When you ask me if it's water and I say, well, mostly, right? You'd be a little suspicious.
Anyway. It's a family-friendly stream? This ain't no family-friendly stream over here. I can say fuck, shit, piss, motherfucker, cocksucker, like, it's all open. It's all open games over here. I'm a huge proponent of free speech, so I don't, like, unless, the only exception I make is, like, obviously hurting people's feelings, but, yeah, profanity, totally fine by me. Obviously, no hate speech or anything like that, but, you know. As long as it's respectful, we're all good.
Most young people go through the phase of thinking that because they feel something strongly, they're the first people ever in the history of the world to feel that way, and therefore they think that what they're saying is profound by virtue of them feeling it. Because it's new to them, they think it's new to everyone. It takes a little time to realize that lots of people have felt the same way about something, you know? It's one of those lessons you only really learn with time. Yeah. All right, go. Oh! You got her! At the time that we guess to learn Apollogus' backstory? Not even close. At the time that I bought this game, I didn't check who the publisher was, or the developer. I had since figured out, based on them forcing me into their stupid fucking other service, that it was made by Ubisoft San Francisco and published by Ubisoft. Now, I don't know if you know this, but for years, Ubisoft has protected sexual abusers at the highest level, and sometimes the lower levels as well, for years, by moving them around different positions, by, you know, waving off allegations, by litigating them. They protected sexual abusers for years. And for that reason, I sort of made a moratorium not to play any Ubisoft games. So, I apologize for breaking character, as it were, and breaking my sacred oath, as it were. But the damage is done, the game's already bought, and I don't know what to do except try to make the best of it. Drink from my milk. Yeah.
Why do you guys legitimately prefer a plank of wood? A plank of wood.
I don't have a plank of wood.
You prefer me.
I don't have a plank of wood. I can't do the thing. I can't. Hold on. Shit. I'm trying to think of a funny thing to. Okay. Hold on. Do I have millions of followers yet? Do I? Am I famous yet? Okay, I'm gonna wait. So, what's going on, everybody? I'm just chilling in my hot tub over here. Yeah. Cheers, everybody. Cheers. My milk. Well, this only gives us Armor of Agathis, and that's it. You know what? Yeah, you know what? Let's wear the sexy robe. The robe of sex. Sex robe. Look at that. The boots, man. The boots are just kind of dorky. Well, this, can we dye this? We can? Ooh, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Yes! Your boy is in business. Styling, profiling. Look at this. Look at the drip. Look at the drip. My dear friends. Whew. Whew, 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 whew. We hit that jackpot. I came here to only do two things. Save the galaxy and eat ass. And I'm all out of ass.
Bartender with, at that time, my boyfriend. Well, actually, I was helping around, sort of. I was sometimes working. He was working there as a bartender, in the beach bar cafe thingy type of thing. And since, you know, it's a season, it's summer, a lot of people come in, so of course they leave a lot of tips. But we found out what works best. I got an idea where, like, instead
Yeah. Wait, hold on. I want to see it again. Ha 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 ha. Oh, that looks so good. I am so proud of myself. I am a good streamer. I'm a good streamer boy. Hello everybody who's definitely here. Every time I see 2 viewers, I'm like, it's me and my dog. I guess I'll just chill. Oh, Mordax is here. Hey. Me and my loyal fan, Mordax Praetorian. Hey. Wait, sorry, hold on. I'm gonna go the fuck? Hey, how you doing? Hopefully everything's good with you in the world. Whipsky saying jammies. Is that an emote or what is that? Am I a boomer right now? I have tired but looking forward to tomorrow. Yeah. Oh yeah, we got the D&D tomorrow. I'm excited as well. I get to play as Boa Ortonia, Snake Woman Extraordinaire. It's emo. Jammies is emo? Oh, it's an emote. Oh, I see. Oh, this. Oh, gotcha. I don't know why. 7TV plug. God damn it! There's like 3,000 different emote plugs that I have to fit into the goddamn thing. I already have Better TV and Franker Z, and that's not good enough. Motherfucker! Everyone's got their own goddamn plug, and everyone like keeps giving me shit for not putting their one in. Like fuck. There's too many. Get your own goddamn emotes. I'm done. It's over. It's over. Jammies. 7TV. Next thing you know, it's gonna be fucking TVs 3 through 3,000. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't have your specific emote plugin. This is the most like old man yells at cloud rant I have had in quite a while. It turns out I am old. Is it? It is like I am looking a bit too bright here, aren't I? Although I guess it kind of fits the aesthetic. Wait, hold on. What is it? Look weird like this? That's fine. 7TV includes Better TV? Oh. Maybe I should look into that then. I thought wait, okay, let me double check what I have here, because I'm actually... Oh, can I even check it right now? Probably not, right? Because I can't see the thing while I'm live. Is that correct? See the thing while I'm live. Is that correct? No, it's not correct. Hold on. What do I have here? No, it's not correct. Hold on. What do I have here? Oh, it wouldn't show up here, would it? Okay, I'll have to look at it later then. Oh, it wouldn't show up here, would it? Okay, I'll have to look at it later then. Oh, it wouldn't show up here, would it? Okay, I'll have to look at it later then. Yeah, whatever. Oh, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Anyway. Hello. My name is Apologus. Late introductions. And today we're going to do just another random, just chatty kind of a stream. I have 4 topics that I wish to discuss with you today. They vary in length, in complexity, and in the general tone. So it's going to be a bit of a variety type stuff. But this is kind of turning into a you'll never guess what I heard about today type of stream, which I kind of like the idea of it. I kind of like it. Because I'm a curious little boy. I like to learn about things that are happening right now or have happened recently. And I want to share that with you, you know? That's just how I am. That's just who I am on the inside. I like to share knowledge. Knowledge is fun to share. So yeah, hopefully everyone's feeling good. I'm just thinking, do I need to set anything up? I'm gonna get myself some water and then I'll be right back. Hold on, just stare at this chair while I'm gone for a sec.
me a witch. Okay. Apparently I'm a witch. That's a new one for me. Wait, did someone do a sound while I was gone? Or did I miss that? Was that you? Oh no, so I thought someone did a sound alert. I am way too bright. Hold on, I'm gonna fix this. I don't like this at all. I thought it was okay, but it's not okay. It's not okay.
Anyway, how is your sex life?
Ah, there we go. I got it now. Hey AJ, what's up, buddy? I can't tell you that. That's confidential. All right, hold on a second, guys. I need to fix this shit. Ooh. Oh, that's why. Oh, wait, hold on. What if I do this? Oh, and then we got the shitty shit. Okay. So let's see if we can fix it like that. All right, let's do that. Oops. That still feels too bright. Noot, noot. Noot, noot. Oy, okay, hold on. Let's try it again. Sorry, guys. Pro streamer over here.
Totally prepared.
Yep. You know what? That's good enough. I think we're okay there. I think we're okay. Thank you very much for enduring my technical issues. Okay, let's get started with the stuff. Okay, actually, I'll put it up to you. I got 4 different stories, or yeah, stories I want to tell you. One of them is extremely depressing. How do we want to start? Do we want to go like with the depressing stuff, or go with something lighthearted first? Here, I got the. I'll let you decide. We got teachers, nanotubes, prison, and the Heritage Foundation.
Why?
Where?
What?
Wait, say them again?
Teachers, nanotubes, prison, and the Heritage Foundation.
The fuck are nanotubes?
Well, I'm glad you asked. I guess we chose our first topic. Hey, Norgachul's over here.
But I'm gonna basically go right now. So.
Oh, okay.
Ah, but I can just tune into your stream. Well.
There you go. I mean, that's the point of being a streamer, right?
Yep.
Hey, Norgachul's here. Greetings, my friend. Got visit, daughter, and the little one. Pizza in progress. Homemade. Enjoy your stream. God damn it. I gotta learn how to make pizza. That sounds awesome. I gotta figure that out. One of these days, we gotta do a pizza making stream and then just fail spectacularly. It's gonna be crazy good. Where's my text? Next time we meet? Yeah, in about 3 years. Yeah. Or in 18, whenever your grandson. Well, I guess when he's a toddler, he requires less maintenance, I suppose. Where's my text? Where's my? Sorry, guys, I'm a little bit slow today. I'm a little bit of a slowpoke. There we go. There we go. Boop. So yes, our first topic today is nanotubes, specifically China's copper nanotubes. But let's do a little background. What are nanotubes? Nanotubes are just very small tubes. That's why they're nanotubes. A carbon nanotube, otherwise known as a CNT, is a tube made of carbon with a diameter of 1 nanometer range, or in the nanometer range. Nanometer. They are one of the allotropes of carbon. So basically, it's a, as you can see here, it's a pure carbon construction. So you just fit carbon in such a way as they basically form a tube. So you have different kinds of steps. Carbon nanotubes can exhibit remarkable properties, such as exceptional tensile strength and thermal conductivity. And because of their nanostructure and strength of their bonds between carbon atoms, some SWCNT structures exhibit high electrical conductivity, while others are semiconductors. So that's kind of fun. Did you know that the internet is made of tubes? You know what I found out is it's not a dump truck. It's true. Now that's a meme only for us boomers, you see, us millennials. The Gen Zers don't even know that those are some high class vintage memes. Hey, Suffer Buggy. Did you know that the internet is a series of tubes?
No.
It's not a dump truck.
How does the what?
There's a meme. Don't worry about it. See, I can have fun with being old too. Yeah. You
With
youngins.
shitty old humor.
Yeah. You youngins. You don't even know how.
Died out like the dinosaurs.
Well, people are still talking about dinosaurs, so there you go. Did they really die?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. Yeah. Anyway. Applications. Carbon nanotubes are currently used in multiple industrial and consumer applications. These include battery components, polymer composites, to improve the mechanical, thermal, and electrical properties of the bulk product, and as a highly absorptive black paint. All this to say, nanotubes are great. Now you might notice that the notation over here is CNT. That's because, oh my goodness. Let's go all the way back to the top. That's because CNT stands for carbon, and then nanotubes. But there were some researchers in China who were thinking, wow, these nanotubes are great. I wonder if we can make them out of any other material. Because the structure is pretty sound over here. And they came up with copper. And so to denote that it's a copper nanotube, they decided to use the chemical notation for copper, which, as you know, is Cu, because I believe it is named after the Latin, if I'm not mistaken, Cuperius or something like that. So yeah, Cu. And so, here is an abstract for the structural and electronic properties of chiral single-wall copper nanotubes. And I'll just zoom in here for us so everyone can see. The structural, energetic, and electronic properties of chiral single-wall copper nanotubes have been investigated by using projector-augmented wave method based on density functional theory. So yeah. The properties of CUNTs. Very strong tensile strength there. That's it. Story over. That's all I got. I hope they knew exactly what they were doing. I doubt it, honestly. Because, no. I think maybe they considered it, but then they thought, well, the notation makes sense, so, I don't know. The number of conductible channels in the CUNTs does not always correspond to the number of atomic strands comprising the nanotube. Charge density contours show that there was an enhanced interatomic interaction in CUNTs compared with Cu bulk. Current transporting states display different periods and chirality, the combined effects of which lead to weaker chiral currents on CUNTs. Click commanders, right? Exactly. What? Okay, whatever. Anyway, that's a little story right there. That was so lame. I thought it would be a more interesting topic. Turns out it's just some tubes. It's not just some tubes. It's tubes that are named funny. Okay, you know what? That's it. Stream over. We're done. Anyway, that's the shortest one I got. Short little story. Fun little thing. But yeah, there's all kinds of fun little things like that in naming notation. One of the funniest is that oftentimes the person who discovers the thing gets to name it. So like there's some species of animal that are named like something really, really dumb. List of unusual biological names, for example. In the early days of genomics, genes were often given creative names upon discovery. A nomenclature committee later established naming guidelines, but several early names remain, such as Diablo or Elmo. Fizzy related. Hedgehog signaling pathway. Indie. Lunatic fringe. Well, anyway, you get the joke. First topic over. All right, next we got teachers, prison, and heritage foundation. I'm going to start with the teachers one just because it's the most depressive and I want to get it out of the way as soon as possible.
Boo, I want more genes named like Sonic the Hedgehog. The Sonic gene. It's the one that makes you want to go fast. I'm fast as fuck, boy. You don't even know how fast I am. South Korean teachers. Let's learn a little something about South Korea. And to do that, we're actually going to just read straight from an article that I found that pretty much summarizes the whole situation. And check out this super cool title. South Korea plagued by high rates of teacher suicide, driven by pressure and a lack of support. Yeah. Sonic the Hedgehog is the gene that splits your head into its left and right side. So you have, to, for example, 2 eyes instead of 1, and a functioning brain with 2 hemispheres. Wait, that's a real gene? Okay, hold on. Before we cover this topic. Wait, I actually need to know. The Sonic Hedgehog protein. Oh my god. You weren't even kidding. The Sonic the Hedgehog protein is encoded by the SHH gene. The protein is named after the video game character Sonic the Hedgehog. Thank you for clarifying. I wasn't aware. This signaling molecule is key in regulating embryonic morphogenesis in all animals. SHH controls organogenesis and the organization of the central nervous system, limbs, digits, and many other parts of the body. Sonic Hedgehog is a morphogen that patterns in developing embryo using a concentration gradient characterized by the French flag model. I'm sorry, what? Yeah, man, early genomics. No joke. Or every joke. This model has a non-uniform distribution of SHH molecules which governs different cell fates. Cell fates? According to concentration. My god, man. Can you imagine? I'm just like imagining a world in which, for some reason, civilization collapses, but someone like prints out all the articles on Wikipedia, and then like thousands of years, and then like locks it in a vault somewhere, and then thousands of years later, historians find these vaults with these pages of text, and they have no idea what people are talking about. Like imagine being a historian 1,000 years from now, reading this. Sonic Hedgehog is a morphogen that patterns the developing embryo using a concentration gradient characterized by the French flag model. Huh? What? Excuse me? They'd think we're insane. And they'd be right. Anyway. Good lord. The hedgehog gene was first identified by the in the mango fly. Okay. Damn. Not the just Sonic Hedgehog. Yeah. Anyway, on to South Korea's suicides. Warning. This is from I'm actually not sure what this the name of this thing is. What the name of the of this publication is. Oh, I guess it's a Korean news outlet. Well, good for them. Or maybe not. Okay. Warning, this article contains references to mental health and suicide. After battling abusive and demeaning parents for months, graduate primary school teacher O had been trying to put on a brave face. I am a good and strong person, she wrote in her diary early last year. Someone will recognize your amazingness. I am a good and strong person, she repeated twice more. A month later, the 26-year-old took her own life. She died within a year of landing her first full-time teaching job, becoming another grim statistic in the high number of teacher suicides that have plagued South Korea. Her grieving father, Oh Jae-gun, is furious at her school, saying they failed to support the budding young teacher. Recalling these memories is extremely difficult, he says, as he examines his daughter's diary. When I'm alone, I start thinking about these memories again, which is tormenting. Even when I sleep, if it's quiet, thoughts come to mind, so I just leave the TV on and sleep with that noise. It's difficult when I'm alone. I have some noise playing all the time. And there you have it. O's job seemed like a lucky break. She was a late replacement for a teacher that had taken leave, but when the parents of her students found out that she was inexperienced, they began scrutinizing her performance ruthlessly. The parents don't like new teachers, so the vice principal didn't tell them, J-Gun said. O received messages from parents of all sorts of hours, when she was out having dinner with friends, even while she was on holiday. When she tried to break up a fight between two students, parents decided she had managed the situation poorly. They kept calling our daughter, saying things like, you'll never be able to teach again, J-Gun said. Some went even further. We'll make sure you eat prison food. I'm going to the police station to file a complaint against you right now. You'll never stand in front of a classroom again, J-Gun said, his daughter was told. O's friends warned her to leave the school, that the stress was simply not worth it, but her peers told her the experience was normal. She chose to persevere, with no support from senior staff. When my daughter tried to get help from the other teachers to mediate fairly, they just told her, figure it out yourself, J-Gun said. She took her own life in January last year, just 10 months after accepting the job. The education department concluded in December last year that the suicide was caused by depression due to bullying from parents. A forensic analysis of her phone revealed the extent of that bullying, including 1,500 text messages. In, 6 months? No, within a year. 1,500 text messages within a year. Parents in South Korea are renowned for putting children under immense pressure to perform at school. The logic is simple. Get good grades to get a good university, to get a good career. In Korea, it's known as education fever. But this pressure has seeped from the high school level, through middle school, down to primary school, as parents try to instill a hard work ethic into children. The role of parents is probably the biggest factor, explained former teacher and education expert In-So Woo from Ewha Women's University. I do apologize for mangling all these pronunciations. Even at the elementary level, students feel pressure to study well due to parental expectations, which are so high. This pressure only increases as they approach middle and high school. Pressure is not only put on the children, but teachers too, he adds. If schools fail to meet their expectations, parents will hold teachers responsible, Professor O said. So very similar to how it is in the United States, where if a child gets bad grades, the parents blame the teachers, as if giving them high grades is their responsibility. But here it's even worse. Teachers look to the streets demanding an end to a system held hostage by malicious complaints from parents and students. More than 100 teachers had killed themselves over a 5-year period, the South Korean Ministry of Education revealed at the time. Just over half of those were at primary school level. Professor O says there has been a big cultural change as to how teachers are viewed. Once revered and respected, he said many were held now in low regard because parents were also tertiary educated and often higher paid. With diminished social standing, the teachers and hypersensitivity around their child's education, parents are much more outspoken, sometimes to the point of aggression, if they perceive teachers as not meeting their demands. Oh, and they make bogus complaints to police, so that's fun as well. Yeah. Oh, okay. And now I have some wine to wash the depression away. Yay! There's the one, I wonder if they... Oh, they don't have this one. There was one that I saw on TikTok recently. Let me just find it real quick. Okay. Well, Oh, this is this one. Okay. Oh, it's the Australian Broadcasting Corporation. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Right. So this is the story. So listen to this one. This is actually like some psychotic shit. Primary school teacher Kim Min-jun, not his real name, has experienced the ruthlessness of parents. After discovering students had written abusive messages about him on a school notice board, he reported the incident to the Teachers' Rights Protection Committee.
The parents of those children retaliated by reporting him to police for alleged abuse. Some parents accused him of only providing water, not sports drinks, to kids during an athletics carnival. Others complained that a student was not immediately sent to the nurse's office after scraping her knee. Immediately. It was sent eventually, but not immediately. Mr. Kim assumed the allegations were so absurd that the police would dismiss them immediately. I thought, no, that can't be it. It must be something else, he recalled. It didn't make sense that they would report that as child abuse. But later, during the police investigation, when they asked me about it, I got angry at the police. I said, what nonsense is this? How is that child abuse? The case was eventually thrown out, but only after prosecutors got involved. Mr. Kim has since moved schools. But the consequences of his drama are still lingering. I try to do my job and roll diligently, he said, but now, to avoid doing anything that could potentially be reported as child abuse, I don't really discipline the students anymore. It is a fear that has paralyzed other teachers too, he said. I mean, that's, oh man.
That is so fucked up.
How dare you not pump our kids full of energy drinks? Child abuse.
I mean, like, I get it. Like, aren't Koreans are the ones who have like this like big final exam, which kind of determines their life?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, and so the parents are now like, oh my god, like they need to be the best, da da da. But like, they're completely not considering the pressure that it puts on teachers.
Honestly, it's not like this is the most extreme example of it, but there's a lot of school systems, like for example the American one as well, where the only thing that really matters is the grade at the end of the day. And so like literally the only thing that matters is doing well in test scores. And so like parents also just like berate teachers to just like ramp the scores up. They don't actually care about the education. All they care about is number go up, which as you can imagine is a bad educational system. And and apparently in South Korea it leads to a lot of self-unaliving. In response to the teacher walkouts, the South Korean government has unveiled measures to address concerns. A hotline has been opened to allow teachers to report problems and receive counseling and legal advice. Teachers would also no longer be immediately removed following a report of child abuse. Okay, that seems... I mean, it's good to investigate, but... yeah, alright. That seems like a step in the opposite direction, but okay. And parents themselves could be fined more than $3,000 if they interfere with educational activities, which includes repeatedly filing unjustified complaints or demanding teachers conduct tasks that are not part of their official duties. Okay, that's a good one. I like that. That's very good. There should be more of that, honestly, I feel. There should be more of consequences for people for like falsely accusing stuff, because like that's way too much. Numeracia says, what's happening over here? We are learning about stuff that I've learned this week or in the past couple of days. Right now, we're learning about the fact that South Korean, especially primary school teachers, are committing suicide at an alarming rate because of the immense pressure being put on them by parents of their students. Anyway, it's not good. It's no bueno. So yeah, it's a little depressing there. But now let's move on to something much more nice and much less depressing. Let me just change the text real quick. My third story today. Prison cats.
Oh.
Yeah. Maybe you'll speak Russian, it's more simple for understand. It may be for you, but I am an English language streamer. I've always streamed in English and I won't stop. Sorry. Okay. So I think, we're just going to read this one as well, because I think it's this one's got the most detail of it. I saw a TikTok about this, and I just had to talk about it. So, in South America, there's a group of men who wake up most days. Oh, actually, first of all, this is an article from Metro. Article written by Josh Milton. Thank you very much, Josh. In South America, there is a group of men who wake up most days to a pair of furry paws resting on their shoulder and a sandpaper tongue licking their face.
This isn't the early morning routine of zoo workers or volunteers at an animal shelter, but those living inside the walls of Chile's largest and oldest prison. Cats, a lot of them, roam around with around 4,900 inmates at El Centro de Detención Preventiva in Santiago Sur, better known as the Old Santiago Penitentiary and locally simply as La Peni. Sorry for off topic, but where do you live now? I live in Riga, the capital city of Latvia. It's also a jail that, given its deplorable conditions since it was first built 180 years ago, some question how it has managed to remain open. The furry jailbirds were introduced to the lockup in the Chilean capital about a decade ago to control the rodent population. However, with no sterilization program in place, their numbers grew and now stand at nearly 100. 100 cats. Aside from their initial responsibilities, the cats provide offenders, who are behind bars for a variety of reasons, with a kind of non-judgmental affection considered contraband by most prison governors. Many inmates share a compassionate bonds with the cats who lounge around their jail cells, sleeping on makeshift beds. And while the animals aren't serving sentences, just like their incarcerated roommates, they are bound by prison walls and the challenges that come with living inside them. Prisoners scrape leftovers from their plastic trays to feed their cats, given that they are banned from bringing pet food into the facility. Some go days without eating themselves to keep their pets' bellies full. The cement-paved recreation yard of the old Santiago Penitentiary doesn't provide the cats with adequate space to relieve themselves either, meaning urine and excrement are common sights. However, it's not unhygienic conditions or lack of food that concern the prisoners most, it's the lack of access to any veterinary care. Wary of the toll this taking the cats and the prisoners alike, a Chilean cat protection charity, Felinos Foundation, proposed to prison authorities that they come in to give the cats a much-needed checkup. However, facility bosses were initially hesitant to let the teams in, as controlling the cat population wasn't top of their to-do list. It was only when the hygiene issue was highlighted that officials let it to open the doors. Okay, that's kind of cute. So they took care of the kitties. Now that makes sense. It does make sense. Now the authorities understand completely how important these cats are for the inmates, who rely on them for mental support during their time in prison, they said. In fact, more and more security guards are now offering their help, which makes the process easier for the team. Among those who visited the jail was Daniela Paula Benavides Sanchez, 45, who joined HSI in 2019 before becoming its Chile County Director 2 years later. The living situation at the prison was extremely challenging for both for the animals and the inmates, resulting in health problems affecting the cats, she says. There are many ear and eye infections festering from going untreated, flea and tick infestations, worms, skin irritations and rashes, malnutrition, and wounds from felines fighting one another. Now how the inmates race to the volunteers to get their cats treated, many cradled in tattooed arms, suggests there is a genuine desire to improve the quality of life for these animals, she adds. So yeah, now they're taking care of the kitties.
They're cute.
Yeah. It's actually not the story that I thought this was, because I thought that was a different one. Let me try to Google the one that I was trying to find. I thought this was. Well, Reddit has the thing, but do they have the? Yeah, this is the one that I was thinking of. This is not the Chilean prison one. But what is this prison? This is the video that I saw, but what's the prison, though? Omerson is here. Hey, Pavel. How's your, how you doing? I hope you have a great stream and good humor. I'm coming in here so you don't forget a Russian. I actually speak a lot of Russian at work, so you don't have to worry about that. But what's the prison, though? I mean, here's the video, but what's the prison from? Can I get some info? No? Nobody's saying which prison. Damn, that sucks. This is the story that I wanted to tell. I thought it was the same one, but I was wrong.
There are a lot of Pablo's fans from Russia? For now. Anyway, let's have a look at this video.
Prisoner in this prison has a cat. However, only well-behaved inmates have the opportunity to own one. If a prisoner who owns a cat behaves badly, the cat will be taken back at any time. A lot of people are afraid those prisoners will hurt those animals. But surprisingly, these former criminals are very gentle with them. Each inmate shows remarkable enthusiasm to adopt stray cats. They study and work hard to earn cash just to buy new clothes and their favorite cat food. They patiently clean their ears and fur, save money to buy them toys, and even install cat climbing frames for them.
But which prison is it? The prison ruled by cats? Hmm. Oh, okay, yeah, there, here we go. I think we found it. It's the prison for convicted felines. Yeah. I think we found the correct one. All right, Emerson has a question. Hold on. Sometimes people donate to you, so my question is, can you actually afford something with the viewer donations? Maybe like to buy some games and stuff? Once in a while, yeah. I mean, I don't really make enough to really like... It's not really not a lot. In practical terms, it's like on average like 10 euros a month on average, which is like barely anything. And that's like you know, on a good day. But I do have some stuff. Recently, actually, I did some work for my sponsor, C2 Grips. I made some ads for them. And they were so generous because like they were trying to boost them, but for some reason it just didn't work on TikTok. But they did appreciate the work, and so I got a bit of money off of that. And right now it's just sitting in my PayPal account, and basically it's my games fund. So whenever I buy games for the stream, I just use the fund instead, which is very convenient, right? Because games could be expensive. Right now I'm scouring the summer sale to get some good deals on future games. But no, from donations, not a lot, to be honest with you. Obviously, I would like to be more.
Every prisoner in this prison.
If you want to give me some money, I'll gladly take it. But I do this for the fun. I think you could definitely become popular and get even more popular if you were to cooperate with Poppage. Yeah, but I don't want to though. You're thinking that getting famous is the only thing that matters. If I wouldn't want to get famous doing something that I would absolutely hate. First of all, I don't want to stream in Russian. Secondly, I don't have much in common with Poppage. And thirdly, I don't want to have to remind people of the shitty fucking meme that I spent 6 years trying to get people to forget. And you can see they still won't let it the fuck go. So no, thank you. I'm good. I'm good right here. I'm gonna do my own thing.
Yeah, because there was like a YouTube video about you.
Yeah. There were several.
Yeah.
Yeah, if all I cared about was getting famous and taking your money by any means, then yeah, sure, of course I would sell out and, stream in Russian and do all this stupid shit. But, I have more respect for you than that. And for myself. No negative spot? Okay, fine, but, you understand... Okay, I'm sorry that, being hostile, but this is, the 1000th time anyone's mentioned this. And, I hate having to repeat myself for the 1000th fucking time. It should be obvious that's not what I want to do. Please, before you say stuff, consider, have not 1,000 people said this to me before? Yes, they have. Yeah. Sorry, it's just, ugh. It's annoying to have to repeat myself. Anyway. Ooh, we got little Sammy sandwiches. You're like a little kitty.
Yeah. Love him.
So, Jail Cats, there we go. Jail Cats is an initiative that has been running successfully under the guidance of the Gwinnett County... Let me try that again. Excuse me. Jail Cats is an initiative that has been running successfully under the guidance of the Gwinnett County Sheriff's Department since last October. Well, as of the writing of this article, which is June 2024, so this is actually pretty recent. The sister program to Jail Dogs, which began in 2010,
The venture rescues kittens from the local animal care and control center, brings them into a female jail. Oh, female jail. Okay. And then charges the inmates with the task of helping to socialize the little scamps. All the kitties are then put up for adoption. Well, I guess there's a male equivalent somewhere as well. Or maybe not. The chief coordinator of jail cats is Stephanie Martinez Perez, who also ended up adopting the very first jail cats graduate. We spoke about the origins of the program, why it benefits both kittens and inmates, and blah, blah, blah. Okay? Oh, and it becomes an interview. All right, that's kind of cool. All right, Emerson says, no matter how you want it, I will say that it's unlikely people will forget about that meme. No matter how it's... No, honestly, it's kind of diminished over time. Honestly, like, now we get like 1 or 2 comments from little kids in the chat, and then then I ignore them, and they get bored, and they go away. It's fine. It's, yeah, negligible. I guess it's kind of like herpes. Like, it never really goes away, but, you know, you can treat it to the point where it's negligible. Yeah. Only when the generation changes. Yeah. That's fine. All right, let's have a little read here. All right. Caster. Oh, Catster. What? The Jail Dogs program started first. Did you always have plans to expand to a Jail Cats version? Stephanie says, it came up because the dog program was working. We'd always talked about doing another program for the female inmates, but because of the layout of our facility, they didn't know how they could do a dog program there too. We don't have another area where they could be outside, and we can't have the male and female inmates being together for obvious reasons. So cats was the next best thing, and it's working out great. Oh, I see. So dogs is for the men, cats is for the women? Okay. What are the benefits of a jail bringing the kittens to the inmates? First of all, the program doesn't cost the taxpayers anything. It actually saves money because we're helping to reduce recidivism rates. The Society of Humane Friends of Georgia helps to pay all the care of the animals, and all of our trainers are volunteers. I'm the only paid position in the program, but I'm also a deputy here at the jail. The inmates learn so much from the animals, and they bring it home to their families and kids. It's just a good all-around experience. I think every jail should do it. Where do the cats come from? Well, mainly we bring over kittens because the animal control has hundreds of them, and the female inmates socialize them. The cats get used to being around different people and get used to being picked up, and they're also around other cats all day. They also get used to loud noises because there's a lot of loud noises in jail. I actually adopted our first jail cat. I have 3 other cats. Okay, fine. There we go. Pearl. Aw, it's cute. Do the kittens like the jail environment? Do they enjoy it? They do. That's one of the reasons why we try and stick to kittens more. Because with an adult cat, it might be a scary environment. We try to get them for that good socialization, good socialization window. These kittens seem to love it. They run up and down the stairs in the unit. They climb up on the window and scare the inmates into thinking they're about to jump off. But they're cats, so they're fine. Hey, SQ Doll is here. What's up, Paolo? How you doing? I'm all right. Thanks for asking. We're learning about prison cats. We had one cat who constantly wanted to jump into the inmate's toilet and splash about. The inmate had to cover up her toilet when she wasn't using it because she always wanted to get in there and play. They shred up the toilet paper all the time too, and they have some cat stands they're always running up and down on. They have lots of other cats and people who play with and give them attention and treats. Well, there you go. Hello, Paolo. How are you? I'm doing all right, Donoff. Thanks for asking. Sorry, just a second. I have to turn... Oh, never mind. So yeah, this is a cool initiative. And yeah, so apparently it's happening in multiple places. Well, the one that we saw previously was the cats were already there in La Peni. In, where was it? It was in Chile. But in the United States, there seem to be some initiatives to give cats to prisoners. Yeah, it seems it's like in some prisons it seems to be like a reward punishment type deal, and in other prisons it's just like a matter of fact, just to lower recidivism rates. Yeah, I saw a video where there was one prisoner who, like when he got released, he even said like in an interview, I actually like want to get out of crime completely, just because I don't want to go back to prison and lose my cat, or have have to worry about how to take care of the cat. So that's kind of nice. I mean, it's a small gesture, obviously, like, recidivism should be tackled in a much more humane sort of way, but I think it was a really cute story, so I thought I would share it with you. And there you go. Cats. Making the world a better place just by being cute and demanding treats. And cuddles. Nice little feel-good story. I started learning DJing. Ooh, was that fun? That's cool. What do you, how are you learning? Like, do you have your own equipment already, or are you just watching stuff on videos, or what? Also the mind control parasites. That is true, yeah. That's kind of a really fun one. What was it? Toxoplasma gondii, I think it's called? Gondii? Like that. Toxoplasma gondii. There we go. Yeah. Anyway, how's your prison sex life? Oh, it's amazing. But yeah, it's kind of a fun little tangent over here. Toxoplasma gondii is a parasitic protozoan that causes toxoplasmosis. Apparently, this is a very specific type of virus that that very often gets transmitted through cats. And apparently, it can get transmitted to the human owners of those cats, and it can make them go a little crazy. In fact, a lot of cat ladies, there's women who get 10, 20 different cats and take care of them. Apparently, a lot of them test positive for Toxoplasma gondii. So the implication there is that they own one cat, that cat passes the virus onto them, and then they get kind of obsessed with cats in a real way. Yeah. Are cats responsible for cat ladies? Yeah. So here's an article from SciAm, I guess the Scientific American. It turns out that cats are a mischievous and somewhat dark reputation in neuroscience. There is research to suggest that a cat's proximity to other mammals can cause them to behave strangely. This feline power has been attributed to a protozoan that lives in their stool called Toxoplasma gondii, or toxo for short. In one classic story, researchers showed that a toxo can travel into a rat's brain and cause the rat to no longer avoid areas where cats live. The rats in fact become attracted to the smell of cat urine. Previously repulsed by the smell, these brain-infected rodents run joyously through urine-laden environments. They walk right through the cat's trap until their young rodent lives come to an end under the forceful paw. So the idea there is that humans get this, virus in them, and it does a couple of things. And apparently, it lessens their self-preservation instincts, and also makes them enjoy the smell of cat urine more, which makes them, of course, more amenable to cats, which turns them into cat ladies. A significant portion of the population has it, and last I heard, they were measurably more likely to get into motorbike accidents. Yeah, I also read that as well. Yeah, I read a thing that says, if you have this virus, your self-preservation instincts aren't as sharp, and so you're a lot more likely to, not check both sides of the street, before walking across it, or, you take more risks when you're operating motor vehicles. Yeah. Which is very interesting. Elmerson says, just please say hello. Why are you guys obsessed, man? What the fuck? I feel like this feeling good, feeling great, living the dream. Привет. Incredible. Anyway. SQ says, I go to a teacher who has special equipment. I come with my laptop and tracks. Oh, okay, cool. So I guess that makes sense. Yeah, you want to practice on someone else's deck before you get your own. That's cool. What kind of music do you want to DJ? Are we talking house or hip hop or what? What are we doing? Rat walking up to a hungry alley cat. Yeah, pretty much, AJ. That's pretty much how it seems. Yeah. All right, Elmer says I have another question. At what age did you learn to speak English, and at what level? Okay, Emerson, I'm not going to get into it right now because it's a long story, but I have a video for this. There's the video. Watch the video, it'll tell you everything. Because I got so tired of repeating the story over and over again. There you go. But but to answer your question quickly, I became fluent at around age 10, I'd say, 10, 11, thereabouts. And it became like my main language at around, I'd say, age 13. I made the conscious decision that English became, my main operating language. I probably play in clubs or at dance festivals. I'm ready for anything. Yeah, but if you could pick though, what would be like your ideal genre of music? Like house? Are we talking like EDM, trance? What's it called? What's the one that's the funny one? Oh God, I forget what's it called. I forgot what it's called. Dabber? No, what's it called? The weird German one. Gabber, that's the one. Do Gabber. If you've not heard of Gabber, let me introduce you real quick. There you go. It was extremely popular. I do not understand the appeal. It's mostly drugs. That's the gist of it, honestly. It's mostly drugs. Dax, if you're actually, it's a little bit more than that actually. Here's a fun story. Hold on, let me tell you. Let's change the topic real quick. Okay, hold on, let me read this stuff first real quick. Just in the video, I might not have gotten the answer to the question. Okay, to play on your own, you need to buy a MacBook, equipment, a bunch of wires, headphones, and so on, so like 1,500 euros. So yes, you want to make sure you're good before you invest that much, that makes sense. But let me tell you a little story. I told this story a couple of times before, but I will tell it once again. So when I was 24 to 25 years old, for like a year and a half or about 2 years, I worked on a couple of cruise ships as a dancer. Specifically, we have a line here called the Tallink line, which run basically through the countries in the Baltic Sea. And I ran specifically on the Romantica, this ship right here, which I believe still operates to this day, this one right here. And I also operated on the Galaxy, which was this one right here. Oh, did they repaint it? I don't remember it being blue like that. I guess they must have repainted it. But yeah, in the part of the Celia line. But yeah, so I worked as a dancer on one of those cruise ships, or both of those. And the way that it worked was that I got paid, I think it was like 30 euros a day, to do about 1 hour's worth of work, which is to say 2 half-hour shows that we had to perform every single night. There was a special stage, and we just had to do the same show every night, or the same 2 shows, I guess. There was like one kids show and one adult show. And it was okay. It was a decent job, a little bit alienating, a little bit constraining, I guess you could say, because we were basically stuck on that ship. We were only allowed to leave the ship when it was docked, obviously, and only for a couple of hours at a time. And unfortunately, there was no internet on the ship. Cruise ships are notoriously bad at maintaining Wi-Fi for some reason. I'm sure it's like a weather thing. So yeah, it was a very lonely experience. But on occasion, we get to have some free fun. And so I remember in the first tour, sometimes towards the end, I think it was like around July-ish. I don't know what the exact promotion was, but for 2 days, the entire cruise ship, the Romantica, got taken over by a local Swedish club, like an EDM club, with the idea of turning it into like a party cruise, basically. A 2-day party cruise for EDM enjoyers. And so for 2 days that we were stuck on the ship, contractually obligated to stay there, we didn't have to do any shows. We just basically got free tickets to go on this party cruise. And so we partied. We did the damn thing. And of course, officially, we weren't allowed to fraternize with the crew, but they couldn't stop us. Like, who was going to police that? They had bigger fish to fry. And naturally, of course, there were lots of drugs being circulated. I only got myself a little bit of weed, and obviously I drank a lot. I don't think I ever touched the cocaine, not to my knowledge. There were other, there were pills and stuff, of course. And of course, everybody was on something. But that was the day, or the couple of days, that I learned about the flow state. So up until that point, I also, like you, wasn't really sure what the point of EDM was, or any of those, like, really, like, the uns techno-type beats. So I had no idea, like, what the appeal was. I was just like, oh, well, I only dance to basically perform, or, like, to test my, moves and, do shapes and stuff. Going uns doesn't really do anything. But then I actually, like, took the effort to go into one of the stages that was repurposed into, like, a dance hall, basically. And they were just playing proper uns music, like just straight up, like, uns EDM, with some synth accompaniments. And I saw that most of the people on the dance floor were just kind of shuffling around. They were just, like, doing this. Nobody was looking around. Nobody was really, doing any kind of, like, fancy moves or whatever. They were just, like, there. And I was curious about that, because that felt like a profound waste of time to me. So I got down on the dance floor, and I just kind of went into it, and I got it. And what it is the flow state. If you're familiar, I think that actually is a normal. Yeah. Yeah. Flow, in positive psychology, also known as colloquially as it being in the zone, is the mental state in which a person performing some activity is fully immersed in a feeling of energized focus, full involvement, and enjoyment in the process of the activity. In essence, flow is characterized by the complete absorption in what one does and a resulting transformation in one's sense of time. And apparently, you can achieve a very concentrated state of physical flow, largely due to the inner ear. The inner ear, which is in charge of humans' balance, basically enjoys equilibrium. It enjoys when things are the same all the time for an extended period of time. But it doesn't necessarily mean motionlessness. Also, that it has to do a bit with homeostasis as well, much in the same way that maybe, like, if you get into a cold shower, you don't like it, but once your body acclimates to it, you don't want to get out, or vice versa. If you get it, into a hot shower, it takes a while to get used to it, but once you're in the hot shower, you don't want to leave. It's that your body's acclimating to the new environment, and then that becomes a new norm. It's the same with movement as well. There are certain types of movement that, if you repeat them for long enough, put you into this physical flow state that becomes the new norm. And for some reason, this kind of flow state, when it's specifically in the essence of a movement, is very pleasurable for people. There's a kind of, I wouldn't call it a meditation per se, but it is kind of like I don't even know what to call it. I mean, it's kind of like a meditation, except you're not, obviously you're not standing still and not thinking, but it's a similar kind of vibe to a meditation. So that's the main appeal. These people go onto the dance floor not because they're trying to impress anybody, not because they're trying to necessarily entertain even themselves. It's more just putting themselves into a continuous flow state, because EDM has a very strict, tempo, and so when your body acclimates to that tempo, it feels good. The body just feels good because it's movement, but continuous, repeated movement. It kind of lets your body, lets your mind kind of forget what's happening, So yeah, that's the main appeal. And of course, drugs help immensely. Obviously, you got some ecstasy, you got some MDMA, you got some cocaine, some weed, whatever you need, just to get into that flow state faster. It's great when your body feeling good. It's true. It's very true. It's good when your body feel good. All right, Emerson has one more question. How do you feel about discussing politics? It's not about like I'm asking about it, but I was just thinking about your comments or whatever. If you don't want to answer, it's fine. No. We've talked about politics many times in the stream, and I will continue to do so. I love talking about politics. I love talking about everything. There are no forbidden topics on our stream. In fact, the next topic of conversation is, in fact, very political. So that's a great transition. Thank you very much. Let's talk about the Heritage Foundation. Hold on, let me. The Heritage Foundation. You skipped my 2 messages? Oh, shit, sorry. Sorry, I'll skip. Oh, hold on. Wait, no, I didn't. Did I? Your last comment was to play on your own, you need to buy a MacBook, equipment, a bunch of wires, headphones, and so on, about 1,500 euros. Yeah. That's the last thing you said. What did I miss? Oh, my fault, sorry. Alright. Man, can you imagine once I actually, like, get a proper following and I won't be able to follow everyone's messages? You'll be complaining that I skipped your messages, but it's gonna be like hundreds. And it's gonna be impossible to keep up. Anyway. The Heritage Foundation got hacked by furries. But let me give you some context. What is the Heritage Foundation? The Heritage Foundation is a piece of shit organization. Let's start there. The Heritage Foundation sucks. Wait, hold on. Omerson said, so in general, your streams are just chatting in the full extent of that meeting to discuss everything. It's just like discussing politics at dinner. No, I mean, I do video games as well, but right now I want to focus on just chatty stuff because I realize that like people enjoy that more. They don't really care about the video games I play. But starting from next week, we're gonna do. I'm gonna start playing Mass Effect, like the entire 1, 2, and 3. We're gonna play the whole series, so that's gonna be fun. I think we're gonna stick to like Monday, Wednesday Mass Effect, and then Fridays is gonna be like just chatty stuff. So, yeah, I play video games, but yeah, just want to do some chatty stuff. Okay. The Heritage Foundation, sometimes referred to simply as Heritage, is an activist American conservative think tank based in Washington, D.C. Founded in 1973, it took a leading role in the conservative movement in the 1980s during the presidency of Ronald Reagan, whose policies were taken from Heritage Foundation studies, including his mandate for leadership. Well, that explains why his shit was so bad. You still play Baldur's Gate? Not on stream, but yes. And by the way, trying to improve my sex life, chatting and talking with some girls. Hey, there you go, all right. Well, SQ, remember what I said last time. Just try to have friends who are girls. That's a good starting point. Like, when you talk to girls, don't, like, only think, oh, we're gonna get some sex. Like, just try to be friends with them first. You'll be surprised how much you can learn from friendships with a lady. That's what I'm doing. Incredible. Just having friends is nice. And plus, if it doesn't work out between you, they'll give you tips on how to score the next one. Okay, so yeah, the Heritage Foundation sucks major donkey balls. They are a conservative think tank, and they are sort of largely responsible for all the bad things in American politics, or most of them anyway. They're the ones who have been pushing to remove Roe versus Wade, which now means that abortion is not guaranteed in most states. They're the ones who did all the voter ID laws that basically tried to make it so black people can't vote in elections. All the racist, all the homophobic, all the transphobic things that America has done somehow link back to the Heritage Foundation. Yeah, they're not great. And they've recently come up with Project 2025. Let's have a read here from Newsweek, which is an American newspaper. So, Project 2025 is spearheaded by the Heritage Foundation, with input from dozens of conservative-leaning groups and ex-officials from former President Donald Trump's administration. It was published a 900-page roadmap for a Republican administration that includes plans to overhaul the federal government and oust thousands of government workers so that loyalists can be installed in their place. What they're not saying is that it also has plans to basically put more power in the hands of unelected judges, congressmen, etc., basically to take democracy away from the people. That's right, the United States of America, the freedom country, is trying, or at least half of it, is trying to take away the freedom from literally everybody. So, not good. Their entire, the Project 2025 is contingent on Donald Trump winning the next election that's coming up this year. So, if there was ever more reason not to vote for Trump, there you have it. Maybe I want to improve my sex life, but I'm not 18, so just chatting. Well, fair enough. Honestly, I think like if two 17-year-olds get it on, I think it's fine. But, you know, whatever. Some TikTok creators have suggested that publishing the document, as well as engaging in political activity, is a violation of the IRS code for tax-exempt organizations. Because you see, did you know the only reason is the U.S. Supreme Court? Also that, yes. Also, during the Trump administration, they pushed 3 conservative judges, which stacked the Supreme Court 6-3 conservative, which allowed them to push a bunch of bad stuff. We covered that last week as well. We covered the Trump is immune from basically everything, official acts, whatever that means. We covered it's illegal to be homeless, and also the most important one, the Chevron one. Right, AJ? You know about the Chevron case, the Chevron court ruling. So basically now, according to the Supreme Court, when it comes to regulations, especially with super scientific stuff that only experts understand, no, unqualified judges now get to decide. Oh, hey, corporation, you want to put fluoride in the tap water? Yeah, you go right ahead. I'm sure it's fine. Thanks for this check for $50,000. Yeah. So that's fun. That's cool. That's awesome. Did you know that tax-exempt organizations under the Internal Revenue Code 501c3 are prohibited from participating in politics, including, but not limited to, endorsing or supporting a specific political candidate, which this thing does, or writing and publishing a political manifesto, which they did, during a presidential campaign. Morgan Branning said that in a video that has amassed more than 800,000 views since it was posted on Tuesday. That's this TikTok right here, where she's encouraging everybody to file reports. The IRS website states that a 501c3 organization may not publish or distribute printed statements or make oral statements on behalf of or in opposition to a candidate for public office, which Trump is. Consequently, a written or oral endorsement of the candidate is strictly forbidden. Yeah. Ooh, we got a bot. Oh, man. Wow, that's a rare one. It's been a while since we had a bot. That's cute. Must be doing something right. But yeah, so on TikTok, there's a huge movement. These guys are not covering it. But there's a huge movement right now on TikTok. This lady and a bunch of other people are encouraging people to fill in a form 13909, I think it's called. I forget what the form is. No. What is the? Also, I love Newsweek's framing. Project 2055 reported to IRS over violations. Yeah. Nice objectivity there, Newsweek. Very nice. But yeah, there's some sort of a form that American citizens can fill in to report to the IRS that the Heritage Foundation is doing some illegal sussy baka stuff. Sussy baka stuff, yeah. They're not great. But that's not the most of it. That's not the best part. That's just part one. The double whammy is this. Hacktivists swiped 200 gigabytes of data in Heritage Foundation's cyber attack. article by Ellis Stewart from EM360. Thank you very much, Ellis. Hacktivist group SiegeSec, my apologies, has stolen over 200 gigabytes of data from right-wing think tank The Heritage Foundation in a large-scale cyber attack. The self-described gay furry hackers revealed on Tuesday they had released sensitive data, including unreleased blogs and material related to the Daily Signal, a right-wing media site affiliated with The Heritage. The data was created between 2007 and November 2022. The group says it gained access to the data on July 2nd and released it to provide transparency to the public regarding who exactly is supporting Heritage. SiegeSec also claimed to have more than 200 gigabytes of additional, mostly useless data, which the group said it won't be released. This included passwords and user information for every user on its database. This itself can have an impact on Heritage's reputation, and it'll especially push away users in positions of power, a spokesperson for the group who goes by the online handle VIO told the publication Cyberscoop on Tuesday. We're strong against Project 2025 and everything the Heritage Foundation stands for. So yeah, they leaked a bunch of data. And of course, some people can say like, oh, whistleblowers, la la la. But some of the stuff they're going to be looking, that they leaked, the FBI is going to want to take a look at. Because, oh, it doesn't say here? Oh, this is another article. I can't find an article that supports this, but I saw a TikTok. Here, let me just show you. Actually, no, I'm not going to show a TikTok. But I saw a TikTok somewhere where basically they were saying that one of the things that was leaked was that apparently the IP addresses of Chinese political people and stuff like that. So basically the implication is that the Heritage Foundation has done some of its Sassy Baka stuff on behalf of China, which is bordering on treason. So a little bit sussy. Okay, pal, it was great to see. We'll come back after I'll become a super pro DJ. Love you. Love you too, SQ. Good luck. So yeah, that's fun. So there's a double whammy there. It couldn't have come at a better time. It could not have come at a better time. Obviously, Trump supporters are not going to budge. If anything, this is going to make them even more fervent. It seems like they've just like dug their heels in. The more shit Trump has been accused of, the more they're convinced it's an attack. By the way, I forgot to even mention, hold on. The latest in let's talk about the BBC over here. BBC. Judge orders surprise release of Epstein transcripts. Does it mention Trump? It doesn't mention it. Okay, so these transcripts, there was some transcripts from 2008 that were recently released, and oh boy, they say some incredibly horrendous things about Trump. Holy moly, he did some really fucked up shit. He did some super fucked up shit. Yeah. Okay, I'm guessing that we're not going to be able to Google it right away. It seems like Google is covering this up a little bit. Sorry, let me just have a little read here to see if I can find what I can find. Oh, here we go. Okay, so this is from the perspective of the plaintiff, which is the victim of sexual assault. Defendant Trump initiated sexual contact with plaintiff at 4 different parties. On the 4th and final sexual encounter with Defendant Trump tied plaintiff to a bed, exposed himself to plaintiff, and then proceeded to forcibly... Yeah. And that's the beginning. There's
there's this many pages of this, and this is just the beginning of it. So, yeah. But of course, his supporters, well, lost in the sauce. Yeah. And of course, he has no idea who is behind the Project 2025. Of course he doesn't. Of course he doesn't know. Yeah. So, as much as Biden sucks, unfortunately, there has never been a better time to choose the lesser evil, because the greater evil is actually a monster, is actually an actual piece of shit. So yeah. Not the note that I wanted to leave on, but well, yeah, what I want to say, yeah. So all of that aside, Trump being, doing all these horrible things and getting found out, all of that aside, that's not gonna like change the support. However, what it will do, or hopefully it will do, is it will stir some stuff and might even get the FBI to maybe prosecute some of these people in charge of Project 2025, which would make their efforts a little bit difficult. Even if Donald Trump does get elected, hopefully some of their plans might get thwarted along the way. One can only hope. Let's hope it doesn't come to that, but Biden's not making it easy. He is not making it easy. Not even a little bit. So there you go. So that's the current situation in American politics. And that's my last story of today, which we lasted a whole hour and 20 minutes. Incredible. I'm getting a little sweaty over here. Where'd my towel go? Hold on a second, guys. I'll be right back. Oh, there it is. Ah, fuck. Ow. Did I mess up my green screen? No, I'm good. It's hot out here. We're looking at like an average of 25 degrees outside. It's humid. Had some rain, which did take the temperature down a little bit, but now it's got that wet heat, It's not good. Anyway, yeah, that's everything that I got for today. Everything is prepared. What do you guys want to talk about? Man, how many stories do I have to come up with to fill in the full 3 hours? I'd have to do this that was 4 stories? I have to do 12? Jesus, man, that's a lot. It's a lot of content. Video games is so much easier. I just plug and play. Anyway. Nothing to report in my personal life. Everything's about the same, more or less. Work schedule is still stupid, so unfortunately I'll be showing up at various strange hours of the day. I think starting from next week we're going to do the Mass Effect series, and because I have evening shifts, and because Suffer Buggy, she's working in the mornings, I think it makes sense for me to stream in the mornings just before work, which is not ideal, but it is what it is. Is what it is. So that way we're sort of more aligned in terms of our general schedules. So that should be okay. I wish that I could have a consistent schedule, well, first of all, I wish I had a consistent schedule, but also I wish that I could plan ahead as long as I can catch up later. Well, I mean, the VODs will be there so you can watch them briefly, I suppose. But, yeah. Really hyped for your take on Emmy? Is it? Because, honestly, part of the reason that I was so reticent to get into Mass Effect is because it just looked so generic. Honestly, it really, I don't know. I got the impression that it was just, a less intelligent Star Trek, kind of. But maybe I'm missing something. I don't know.
The visuals certainly left much to be desired for, I'll tell you that much. Everything just looked kind of generic. And also I was told, I was led to believe that the 3 endings at the end of the third one basically like were not affected at all by the decisions you make in, you know, games 1 and 2. Like they had this whole thing where like you make some decisions in game 1 and they affect stuff in game 2, etc., etc. But then like someone broke it down for me. It's like, oh, instead of one evil organization, you basically replace it with a different evil organization, but it's more or less the same setup. It's like, oh, okay, cool, incredible. I understand that making a multi-branching plot storyline for a video game is difficult, and it's like 10 times the work for half the reward. I get that. But if you can't do it, don't do it. That's what I say. God, even Baldur's Gate 3, to be honest with you. There are a lot of interesting discussion topics to be pulled from all this, but after you played it yourself. All right, fair enough, fair enough. Fair enough. That is totally fair and legit. You2Dam says, hello, would you like to relax in Dubai? Holy fucking shit, no. Are you kidding me? Dubai sucks. Dubai is like one of the worst places. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Dubai is a monument to everything that sucks in the world. Are you fucking kidding me? Holy shit. Okay, Let's learn some stuff over here real quick. He's saying because Papa's in Dubai. Incredible. I love, that's such a very respectful thing. That's so, oh man, I love it so much. Thank you for caring about me as an individual and not as an extension of your streamer daddy. Oh man, that makes me feel so respected. That really makes me want to engage with you so much more. But yeah, Dubai fucking sucks, dude. Dubai is like one of the worst fucking cities ever. Oh my god, it's so bad. Let's see. Let's do the line. A revolution in urban living. Okay. Let's see here. But thanks, Chicago. Thank you so much for informing me. The ME trilogy is deeply flawed, but there's very good stuff there too, and some of the flaws are interesting. Okay, okay. You seem very excited. I'm into it. What's the other one? All right, so let's watch some stuff, and I'll explain to you why Dubai sucks. Oh, wait, hold on. Yep. All right, number 1. Most of the stuff that you see in Dubai is built by slave labor. This is a article from Walk Free. Modern slavery in the United Arab Emirates. Yay! Slavery! Woo! The United Arab Emirates has the 2nd highest prevalence in the Arab states region and the 7th highest prevalence in the Global Slavery Index. Migrant workers in the UAE are particularly vulnerable under the kafala, the sponsorship system, a restrictive work permit system that ties migrant workers to their employer. The system embeds a steep power imbalance by granting employers control over their